Today we're with Mike Michalak, New Heights customer. Just wanted to hear his experience with New Heights and what it was like working with New Heights. So first of all, Mike, where are you from and what's your favorite thing about living there?
Well, I've been in northern Wisconsin most of my life, if not all of it. Up in Rhinelander, Wisconsin, and it's just this is God's country. I mean, it's. I've been here, raised the family here. The kids are still here. The grandkids are still here. So we're
Wow.
they're stuck with us.
I think everybody's happy about that.
I think so. Hope so
I
anyway.
think so too. Yes. Well, you had an experience with your roof. You were having kind of long-term problems with a roof. So what was going on with your roof that you kind of needed some help with that?
Well, it was done about maybe 8 or so years previously, completely replaced. It's was a shingled roof. And we had 2 additions done to the house that kind of was like Mercury on a tabletop. One side went out, one side went another way. We had all different valleys and different things, and it just didn't work. We had massive leaks. We could water the plants inside our house by turning on the ceiling fan because it would throw water all over the living
Oh
room, and
my
I'm not
goodness.
kidding.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. We lost parts of the ceiling in several rooms, and it was just ugly all the way around.
Wow, did you try and get help with it before you, talked with New Heights?
There was no one local that obviously we needed help. It was summer, it's raining, etc. We wanted it done obviously
Yeah.
before the winter, and we had massive ice buildups on the end of the roof, and I'm talking, like a foot or more. And it was trying to get a hold of local contractors. It didn't work. Nobody had the time. If they had the time, they were booked out ahead.
Mm.
One gentleman even looked at the house and how complex some of the angles and stuff were and wouldn't do it. And that was it. And I went hunting on the web and found you guys.
Awesome. Well, what was your experience like working with New Heights? The scheduling when we got there?
Not even 24 hours after I made the initial call, I had one of your people here that came over, measured everything, crawling around like a spider up there. We're getting every nook and cranny and did a great job. I had an estimate the next day, and I don't remember the time. This was a few years back, but the crew was here. It was complete. It was just done in a couple days. And what was amazing, Christine, is that they took the old roof off. They found boards that needed to be replaced and replaced them. As they picked up the boards, they saw some places that needed insulation and put the insulation in and just went over and above what I would have expected for anybody locally. They did a spectacular job. The angles and stuff that were cut were great. We had it for, I don't remember how long a time, but did develop a small problem with a leak in one of those goofy angles.
Hmm.
And they came in and replaced that entire side of the roof, not just the spot where they found the water to be coming in. Add on to that, because you guys have a guarantee, which is fantastic. I mentioned the ice buildup, and we did have some on one side. We got a pretty steep roof on one side. It fell off and
Mm.
dropped our deck, and
Ugh,
you guys had
metal
contractors
roofs can
coming
do that.
in from Green Bay and replace the deck.
Oh,
It was just I am very happy with what we've got. We've got winter coming in now. In fact, as we're recording this, we're expecting up to 16 inches of snow up here.
oh my goodness.
This
It's
is
coming
this is
fast.
November in northern Wisconsin,
It is, you're right.
and I expect things to be like they were the last couple of years. That it should be rock solid.
That's wonderful to hear, and I have heard that from a lot of people that they do just take really good care of people and make sure that, they do good work and then they try because no matter what, there's an issue, and I've heard
Sure.
that they're really good at, taking care of people when things happen because they do, especially in the Northwoods because you guys get some serious weather, and we totally understand that.
Yeah,
We're
and it was
not too
interesting
far
too.
away, but
Yep, and I mean, it was nice because I have never in over 50 years of broadcasting have done a testimonial for any company. You were the first.
oh, wow. Well, we're honored.
It takes a lot to have me do something like that. And it was interesting too because it must have worked because there were signs popping up all over the place within I don't know how many of a square mile radius. But I was happy for you guys that it was fruitful, that I believe in it, and it's living proof that it worked. It's here, it's strong and guaranteed.
Well, we appreciate that, and I do hear people say, "Oh, Mike Mahalik, I know him," because obviously you're on the radio up there and have been for a long time, it sounds like.
I have, and it's trying to retire but failing miserably.
Everyone loves you, they don't wanna let you go, I'm sure.
I hear that too, but holy cow, it's it only takes so much.
Right, right. Well, if you were to recommend, if someone was asking you about a roofing issue, what would you tell them about New Heights?
Well, it's interesting because, in fact, I believe I might have even been talking to Michael about this some time back. That with everything going on up here, it was a Green Bay area code, and that makes people nervous sometimes. And you have a local number, which made people much more at ease. And I
Right.
had, over the last couple of years, a couple of people take a look at what we have on the house, and it looks great from the road. It's just attractive. It works for the house very well. Knowing that, you guys are here, you do good work, and that answers to questions come quickly. And that's a big thing, especially if it's not a local contractor, but you guys act just like the locals.
Yes, we definitely do, and we have people who live up there, so we are very familiar with the area and love helping people up north, because that weather is just kinda crazy, and I mean, it is in Green Bay too, but
Hmm.
maybe not quite as crazy as it is up north.
True,
That's for
true.
sure. Did you have any other things you'd like to talk about your experience with us or anything you'd like people to know about New Heights?
Not really. It's just, I think I
Okay.
said most of it, that it takes a phone call, it's answered, and things get finished. And that's all I think anybody really cares about.
What did you think about the crews and the workmanship?
They were great guys. Their work ethic is huge. I mean, it was very warm when they were working on our home here. And I went up there with a case of cold soda, and you would have thought I gave them $1,000. I mean, very appreciative. I mean, they're craftsmen. I watch those guys cut these angles, and like I say, we've got some pretty severe stuff as far as angles are concerned. And they fit them. They took their time, and it's the proof is in the pudding.
Well, I'm really happy to hear that, and thank you so much for sharing your experience with us and letting other people know. We just wanna get the word out about our workmanship, and so thankful that you had a great experience with us, and look forward to helping people up north, for many, many years.
It was well worth it.